It just recently hit its 30th anniversary in September 2013. It's Deathstalker. Came after the first wave of sword and sorcery movies after Conan the Barbarian made 130 million the year before. So this comes out. I can't believe they even spent $16 million on Conan the Barbarian. It really doesn't even show. As you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger couldn't speak that much English. So this film, it doesn't appear to be that low budget. It is kind of low budget. But you still get some special effects. There's no stop motion like this awesome creature that you see. He's not in it, so don't get your hopes up to see him. But it's an awesome concept and a really enjoyable movie. You get a lot of entertainment out of it. It just uses the same recipe as Conan, kind of. Just get a buff guy. Actually, the lead character is kind of more of a He-Man type than a Conan type. And so the plot's pretty simple. He's trying to get away amulets and swords from this evil wizard who, if he collects all three, he'll dominate all the land, that type of thing. So Deathstalker has this sword that's makes him unstoppable and invulnerable in a way. And he goes on his adventure, and they just kind of shove topless women in there, of course, because it's sword and sorcery like every other sword and sorcery film. And there is a few awesome monsters where they do nice makeup effects, but like I said, no stop motion. Then the story is pretty awesome. Here's what happens. On his quest, he finds the sword, and then in the cave, and then he meets up with this monster who he thinks is gonna be his right-hand man and lead him the whole way. And the guy gets a reversal of the curse, and he turns into this middle-aged guy who's just the comic relief, and he's kind of a stupid, silly 80s cheese character. Then they just kind of force Lana Clarkson in there. They're camping one night, and she just comes up, and she doesn't even have a bra on. She's basically in a cloak. On Wikipedia, they explain it as a G-string and cloak. And she just has sex with Deathstalker. And they end up going to the kingdom. Let's get to the whole point here. They end up learning about Munkar, who's the main villain, the sorcerer. He's holding a tournament at his kingdom. This is awesome. With some of the most vile creatures and men. Actually, they should have done creatures, and it would have been awesome. But basically, it's men who gather around barbarians to enter this tournament, and the winner takes his throne. But it's kind of a ruse. He's trying to just do it to get Deathstalker there, I guess. They don't even really explain why he's holding up or giving up his throne. So that doesn't make much sense. And so then he lets them rape his harem women. And then that scene just lasts forever. And then there's no good fights. It's big guys wrestling. They should have really took advantage of this scene where it's the guys combating. They just kind of used it as quick scenes, and then just got to the dialogue at night. This would have been an awesome. And then there's this pig man who looks pretty dope. And what else happens? That's pretty much it. Obviously, Deathstalker eventually takes over Munkar, and then there's not much to say after that. Awesome film, B-. Had potential to even be more awesome. Isn't that awesome, all the barbarians coming to the castle to a tournament, to the fight to the death? But could have been better, obviously, but still a really solid movie for 1983. This was JBM from VillainRadio. I'm out. Thanks for watching.